Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Ohsweken Speedway. I'm Greg Kelden here at the 3/8 mile ice oval. A pretty cool day here at Ohsweken Speedway. As you can tell in behind me, the entire track surface covered by snow and ice, and it's a long ways from seeing any racing action on it. But we can't wait. The schedule's already been announced. In case you missed it last week on OhswekenSpeedway.com, we announced the complete 2015 schedule, which will pretty much give you any dirt racing car you want to see in 2015, including the first ever visit by 2 series, the Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modifieds, as well as the Go Nuclear Late Models, all part of the Triple Crown Showdown on Tuesday, June the 30th. Plenty of great seats remain for that one. You can go to OhswekenSpeedway.ticketforce.com, or you can call Lorraine at 519-717-0023 to get your tickets for that one. Of course, we also have the Small Block Modifieds. The Sportsman will be here. The Vintage are back. The Mod Lights are here. And, of course, we've got our regular card with the Core Pack Merchandising Sprint Cars, the Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Cars, the Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunder Stocks, the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks, and the Gales Auto Aftermarket Bombers on the card each and every Friday night here at the Speedway. So if you want to have a look at the schedule, you can check that out. Some of the admission prices also listed on the Speedway website at OhswekenSpeedway.com. As I mentioned, plenty of tickets still available for the Triple Crown Showdown. And again, we'll have the renewal period for the World of Outlaw event and the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. They will come up in mid-February. You'll have a 2-week window to renew your tickets from last season. And then in March, all of the tickets will go on sale for both the World of Outlaws week and the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. Again, the World of Outlaws are back. They'll be here on Tuesday, July the 28th, and that, as always, is a huge event. The night before, we have the Northern Summer Nationals. That will take place again, brought to you by Burger Barn. We're glad to have that back with the Small Block Modifieds racing along with the 360 Sprint Cars. And, of course, the 11th Annual Canadian Sprint Car Nationals, brought to you by Aero Express, come up at the end of the season, September 18th and 19th. Again, all of that information is available at OhswekenSpeedway.com. Season passes are on sale as well. You can talk to Lorraine for those. We've also got that special upgrade, as you see on our admission page. You can get yourself a season's pass, reserved or unreserved, pay an extra $10, and you'll park in the premium parking section. So if you're late arriving on a Friday night, you pull into that VIP parking area, and you're set to go for the races that night. In other news around the Speedway, a couple of new sponsors coming on board. One, of course, well, Epic Racewear. Epic Racewear, based out of right here in Ontario, up in Hepworth, Ontario. Dan and Bob Bailey, great crew up there with Epic Racewear. This year, they're going to clothe our 5 champions with brand new race suits at the end of the season. So we want to thank Epic Racewear for their support. You can check them out online at their temporary website, epicracewear.ca. They'll get you ready for the 2015 season. If you're a racer and you need crew apparel, you need a racer suit, they've got all sorts of goodies up there at Epic Racewear. Check them out and give them a shout. Also want to welcome back Klotz Synthetic Lubricants, who came on board back in December, and we want to make sure we get mentioned to Sam Donnelly and the crew at Klotz Synthetic Lubricants Canada, Rice Lake Fuels up there. They are supporting our Micro Sprint division. They race here every Thursday night back in the pit area over on the small oval. They are here, and Klotz Synthetic Lubricants will bring us the Micro Sprint division all season long, running from June until September. Also on the website, you'll find information out about the Wall of Fame. This year, of course, is the 20th season for Ohsweken Speedway. And to celebrate, we want to honor some of the great people from the past that made Ohsweken Speedway what it is here today. You can go online to OhswekenSpeedway.com, and you'll see the story about the Wall of Fame. Click on there, and you are able to nominate who you think should be on the Wall of Fame here in the first ever edition. You can check out our schedule page for the Wall of Fame night, which is coming up. You have until February the 28th to make a nomination for the Wall of Fame. And we also heard big news just before Christmas as the street stock division, the Thunder Stocks, Hoosier Stocks, and Street Stocks between Ohsweken, Merivale, and Humberstone have all joined together and will run the exact same rules. What this means? Well, a driver can compete all weekend long without any changes to their cars. And who wouldn't want that, where you can go from track to track and compete? But there's an added bonus. The Duel on the Dirt series that used to take place between just Merrittville and Brighton, well, it's been expanded to all 4 tracks. So you'll see races at Brighton Speedway, here at Ohsweken Speedway, also at Merrittville and Humberstone. Each track will host 2 events of their own, and then there'll be some big events also at the end of the season. So you'll want to check out the websites for that as well. It's going to be great to see the street stock, Thunder stock, Hoosier stock action taking place throughout the season. A lot of big money races, big lap races as well. So that's exciting news if you're an 8-cylinder stock car fan. And the final thing to remind you, when you're on the website, if you're a driver and you plan on racing at OhswekenSpeedway.com, we'll add you to our roster list. As Tommy Googe has been diligently collecting names and adding to the roster, you can email media@OhswekenSpeedway.com or contact us through our Facebook page and make sure your name is added to our roster list for 2015. That will be added into our season program that we sell at track and so on and so forth. So you'll want to make sure that you're all set up and ready to go. So that about does it. That's the news for right now. Everything kind of settling down after the Chili Bowl, and that was an exciting event as Team Ohsweken had Glenn Stiers down there racing, as well as J.J. Yaley and Stevie Sussex. So exciting weekend down there, but it's back to the grindstone, ready to get ready for the 2015 season. It's going to be here. It's going to be wild. And like I said, you're pretty much going to see every type of dirt car here on this track, including the UMP Modifieds from up at the South Buxton Raceway at the end of the season. So if you're a dirt racing fan, this is the place you need to be in 2015. Make sure you check back often right here at OhswekenSpeedway.com for all the information. Make sure you get your tickets for the big events and the season passes as well before they're all gone. We'd love to have you out here on a Friday night here at Ohsweken Speedway. So that'll wrap it up. I'll go get some warmth here again and get some feeling back into my fingers. We're looking forward to 2015. We'll be back in about a month's time with more news from right here at Ohsweken Speedway.